Be ready. Start. Honorable members, our mothers and sisters always used to save some money for difficult times, but often these savings were spent on daily needs. Today, rupees 88,000 crore deposited in Jan accounts is a testimony to the changing saving habits. It is only because of the Jan Dhan scheme that wages from Magnarega benefits from different insurance schemes, scholarships, pensions, and most other government benefits are being credited directly into the bank accounts of the poor through DBT. Jan Dhan accounts have succeeded in eliminating the middleman between the government and the poor. Jan Dhan Yojana is playing an important role in facilitating cost effective digital transactions in the country through more than 60 crore rupee debit cards and Bhim app. Similarly, government is bringing banking services closer to the people through the India Post Payments banks set up in the post offices. As a result, the whole world has taken note of this step towards financial inclusion in India. Whereas many social welfare programs were in existence for the past several decades, they had failed to produce the desired impact. The alertness, action oriented approach, and good intention displayed by my government towards the aspirations and difficulties of citizens have made it possible to bring about large scale visible changes. While giving a clear majority to my government in 2014, the people of the country had also given a clear mandate to take strict action against corruption and black money. My government has come down heavily on corruption in the past 4.5 years. Being sensitive to public sentiment, my government has waged a war on corruption and black money from day one and approved constitution of a special investigation team SIT on black money in the very first meeting of the cabinet. Thereafter, government enacted a new and strict law on black money. My government also carried out a campaign against illegally acquired assets in foreign countries. New agreements were signed with several countries known as tax havens, and several others were signed with many other countries to rectify deficiencies in existing agreements. While preventing the flow of black money abroad, my government also launched a major campaign against black money within the country. New laws were enacted for sectors thriving on black money, and those were brought under the ambit of taxation. Honorable members, demonetization was a defining moment in the government's war on corruption and black money. The decision struck at the very root of the parallel economy thriving on black money, and the money outside the formal system was brought within the ambit of nation's economy. This action of the government broke the back of the forces destabilizing the country and the systems sustaining the flow of black money. The registration of 338,000 dubious shell companies responsible for flow of black money have been annulled by the government. The directors of these companies have also been prohibited from holding such offices again. assets worth more than rupees 50,000 crore are being taken under the Benami Property Act, Prevention of Money Laundering Act, and the Law Against Fugitive Economic Offenders. As a result of the policies of my government, black money in real estate sector has declined substantially. The prices of houses have come down and the dream of a normal middle class family for processing their own house is being realized. I am pleased that on account of these policies of my government, people's trust in the government has increased and there has been a sharp increase in the number of persons paying income tax. Whereas prior to 2014, 3.8 crore people had filed their return. This number has increased and more than 6.8 crore people have come forward to file their returns. Today, the taxpayer is confident that each paisa contributed by him or her is being spent honestly on nation building. My government believes that corruption and black money constitute a grave injustice towards the honest taxpayer of the country. Corruption always infringes on the rights of some poor or middle class person. The government is relying on application of modern technology to address this situation. As a result of the expansion in direct benefit transfer in the last 4.5 years, more than rupees 6,05,000 crore have been directly transferred to the bank accounts of beneficiaries. Because of this, about rupees 1,10,000 crore have been saved from falling into wrong hands. Government has removed about 8 crore fictitious names which were being used by middlemen to misappropriate the rightful benefits of genuine beneficiaries. In order to build a strong nation, it is imperative that we develop our economy in such a manner that will help our fellow citizens to progress with transparency and honesty. My government developed a transparent system for auction of coal mines and has protected this national resource of the country.